Hi guys, welcome back. So let's go over the market a little bit, and then I want to share my views on some of our stocks, update on my top position, and share my views on the earnings. Because this week it has been another market dip, and a lot of people are speculating there would be a market crash. Especially the Fed has been talking about tapering. But I will share my different opinion. Now, Nasdaq had bottomed in May, and for the past 3 months, it had been making all-time high. But at the same time, fear and greed index had been pretty much moving around between extreme fear to fear or at most neutral. Given a normal market, it should be around greed to extreme greed, right? But not at all. And why is that? Because if you look at the stock price strength, it is making an all-time low. This is indicator of number of stocks hitting 52 weeks highs exceed the number hitting lows. So this can show you the extreme divergence of the overall market. So I think the market is waiting for something. And to explain why this big divergence is that right now the liquidity in the market is still very, very strong. There is excessive amount of cash holding the market, but at the same time, investors are very fearful for different reasons like tapering, like the geopolitics of US and China, like also speculating a market crash. So a lot of the big institutions are also trying to play it safe. But at the same time, because the inflation is going high and the money keep being devalued, so it's risky to hold cash, and return on bond is too low to cover up inflation. So that is why they cannot hold cash, but instead they would buy in the blue chips like the FANG or other leaders of the sector to be playing safe all along. And I think the market is waiting for something. And because the market has been speculating a lot of what the Fed would do, like when is the tapering starting, how fast would they reduce the QE, and how soon would they increase the interest rate. So maybe all of this plan is announced. It might be all the bad news out. If you have been following my channel, you know that I'm bullish on the Russell 2000, the small caps, which have been falling like rocks recently. Ever since we reached this platform, since January, we have been moving within the same zone for more than half of the year, mainly consolidating on the side, and I think it's a sign of strength after a strong run up last year. So that's why the whole time I said I would see Russell 2000 making the all-time high, maybe at the fourth trial to break the all-time high. You see, last time it tried to break out for 3 times and fell. If you look at the stock price strength, the last time it reached this low was during September to October, because starting from November it started to go up, breaking out of this zone, and it was the beginning of November. You see, it was here when Russell 2000 broke out and have a nice run up for a few months. So when the stock price strength was low, it was consolidating in the lower range. So I definitely think this would be a buy-in territory than a sell territory for small to medium caps. On Tuesday, I said that the Russell 2000 broke the support of 218 and should be making another quick dip before. So the support is 211. So this morning it reached low as 211 and bounced back up. If we look at UVXY, which is the VIX ETF, so it goes the opposite as the S&P 500. It had a very strong rebound for this week ever since the bottom of last Friday. That's why the market had been having a correction this week. But the resistance is at 27, so I think it should go down from here. So that means the market should rebound unless it can stay above 27 for 3 days consecutively. Then I will believe the market is going to a deeper correction. But for now, I don't think that's the case. NIO looks like it just broke the support of the previous low, 36.8. So if it doesn't do a quick rebound to stay back up, it's not a good sign. It might reach lower supports around 30 to 32. If you look at the weekly chart right now, it's exactly at the 60 MA, 36.9. So if it breaks this support, it will reach lower support. Xiaopeng's stop loss is also the lowest of 2 days ago, which is 35.8. EH also broke the support of 22.8. So it looks like it would reach lower. So I don't recommend to buy the dip right now unless it can stay back up 22.8. I think the reason of the big fall was because there was money staying in or buying the dip of EH for for the past 2 weeks because of the Investor Day event, maybe some short-term trading capital. And the moment they know it's canceled, they would exit for now. So that was driving the big sell-off. I've been monitoring the capital flow. See, in the morning, it's mostly out. It's super scary. And you see this quick dive of capital flowing out. Super scary. And large, medium, small order, all out. Now it's a little bit better. At least there is some buying volume. And the one increasing to sell is the small order. And also the capital flow has been positive for a little bit. Seems like it had the most outflow at the bottom in the morning around 11. So it was here when the capital flow out the most. And later on, even though the inflow was coming in, the share price was just consolidating at the bottom with no sign of rebound. This could be luring the short position, so you gotta be careful if you want to put EH. It might be a bear trap. It might be. So let's see. At least for LKCO, the money flow in, it's more than out, even though it's slightly down. And there were some big order. You see the spike of the inflow of capital. I think LKCO might be able to rebound, but I don't know for how long. But I think the rally might come again in somewhere October. This is just a pure prediction. So Zepp's earning was out this morning as expected. It's pretty good and quite up to the expectation. Sales growth of 76% year over year and EPS of 0.31, which is a 675% increase. What a big jump. If we can make this amount for the rest of the year, it would make the EPS to be 1.2, making the PE ratio to be 8. The best thing to look at is the own brand Amazfit and Zepp to increase 114% year over year, and Xiaomi's brand only increased 22%. So the big increase this quarter is mainly from their own brand, which gives them the higher margin and explain why the EPS had such a large increase. So that would be definitely a good news for us Zepp investors. The earning was good, but the share price increased near 6% at the open, but driven down from the market dip. So it looks like the market is driving it down, but to be honest, I'm not too worried about Zepp because I think the intrinsic value is there. The sales and growth is up to our expectation. The future potential is still there, and the intrinsic value can support the share price. So I think once the market has some stability, it's going to rise as we expected. Now, Luckin's chart, as always, looking like a healthy run, and it's always a hedge against my portfolio. For now, I think if you want to play it safe, looks like Luckin is the safest stock to buy. I expect the earning to be out somewhere in August. I hope so, and I would expect the earning to be good because the company expect to make positive profit this year. So I would expect the earning to be good this year. Now, similar with Zepp, Miniso also released the earning today, and I think the earning is quite good in my opinion. Revenue increase of 59% year over year, profit of 145 million yuan, so around 22 million US dollars. Year over year increase of 240%, which is more than triple. Total stores of 4,700 in the whole world. Overseas expansion is faster than domestic in terms of stores and revenue, so that would align with the government strategy as well. Another thing that's good about it is that, remember after the 2008 crisis, a lot of the consumer had less money, and with the QE, the price of goods also went up, which is inflation. And there was one business that became really successful. It was the dollar store idea. And for Miniso to be positioned as low-end, affordable design, I think it would be spot on for the timing, at least for the near 1 to 3 years. And right now the earning is supporting it. I think it has been beaten down a lot because of the foreign market that was under the second, third wave of COVID. So investors were worried it would affect their business by a lot. And also the Chinese stocks beaten down, of course. But right now the share price and the valuation of the company has gone down to be quite attractive. For the company's valuation to be 3.9 billion US dollars. Another thing is that we have checked on the Hillhouse Capital portfolio, and they increased the position of MNSO4 by 18%. So that would be quite a bullish signal. Look at the capital trend today, mainly flowing in. So I think it's worth to start a position. Stop loss 12.7. Another one that might be showing sign of bottom is NIU, ticker symbol NIU. It's the first time I cover this stock on this channel, I think. This was one of ARK's favorite before. These few days it had shown very good buying volume, a higher chance of bottom. So I think you can start a position at 25 and set a stop loss at 23. Now this is the list I just added to be the buying list because I think the dip and the sign of bottom is stronger than the others. NIU, Miniso, Teladoc, Xiaopeng, VIPS. The last two, not as sure, okay? So that's it for today, and if you have enjoyed this video, please give me a big like and write me a great comment, and I'll see you in my next video. That's it guys. Hope you can find my videos helpful. Make sure you subscribe to my channel and give me a big like. Thank you.